Mr. President, I am sick and tired of your big government. My taxes are higher, my gas bill is higher, my grocery bill is higher, but my bank account is the lowest because of your policies. I'm not Julia, but I am a woman and I'm going to vote in November.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
I am a strong, educated, independent, self-reliant American woman. I am so not Julia.
President Obama, you have allowed our debt to skyrocket to almost $15,000.8 trillion. I'm a grandmother. I am not Julia. Your policies have me afraid for my grandchildren's future and their education.
Mr. President, Obamacare has made my health care more expensive with more deductibles and less choices. I don't want a government health care system, and I am not Julia. I am going to vote in November.
Mr. President, I am 17 years old and I am not Julia. I believe that contraception is an individual's choice, not the government's. I believe that the quality of education should be in an individual's hands and not the government's as well. And higher education should not require government assistance.
Mr. President, I'm 18 years old. This is my first time voting in the presidential election. I want to make it on my own in America, but there are no jobs for me and my friends. I can't afford health care, and I do not want Obamacare. I even gave up my dream and moved back home to help my mom pay rent. I represent today's youth. I don't want the government in our lives, and I am not Julia.
Mr. President, I own my own business. The government did not build my business, my family did. And I don't know where you are getting your numbers, but the economy is not getting better. It's getting worse. I'm not Julia, and I want the government out of my business.
Mr. President, I can make my own decisions for myself and my family. I am a mom. I grew up in a blue-collar neighborhood, and I had to work really hard to get my education. I want the freedom to live my life the way I want. I also want the freedom to choose when, where, how, and on what terms I help others less fortunate. You know, my family's had to tighten its belt with this economy, reduce our spending, and really have discussions about what's a want and what's a need. I expect our country to have to do the same thing. Americans like me are ready for a real discussion about our budget and our debt, because those discussions are already happening around our kitchen tables. I will be the first generation to not have Social Security and Medicare if nothing changes. I am not Julia, and I am voting in November. But not only that, I am motivating others and taking others to the poll with me and educating them on the issues. And I look forward to seeing you on the unemployment line.